Your story doesn't diminish you, it prepares you. You've been through things that not everyone knows about, wounds you've carried in silence, choices you wish you could undo, seasons that made you feel like your life lost value, moments that whispered, you've missed it, you're disqualified, you'll never be the same. And maybe, for a long time, you believed that your story was a liability, something to hide, to regret, to run from. But today, let me speak something different over your life. Your story does not diminish you, it prepares you. Everything you've lived through, the broken parts, the buried tears, the long nights, the unspoken prayers, all of it is being woven into a testimony that God will use in ways you can't even imagine. God is not ashamed of your story. He's not trying to erase it, He's trying to redeem it. The world may measure you by your past, but heaven sees through a different lens. In God's hands, nothing is wasted, not even your worst chapter. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him." All things, not just the clean parts, not just the highlights, even the dark valleys, even the parts you don't talk about. He takes what was meant to break you and uses it to build you. Think about David, a shepherd, overlooked, then a king. But in between, he failed, he fell, he sinned, he suffered. And yet God called him a man after His own heart. Why? Because David's story didn't disqualify him, it shaped him. It made him humble, repentant, desperate for God's presence. Maybe that's you. Maybe your past isn't polished. Maybe you've walked through betrayal, addiction, fear, loss, or shame. But instead of canceling your purpose, it's deepened your compassion. It's made you gentler with people. It's made you aware of pain. And that awareness, that depth, is what God is going to use. You see, people don't connect to your perfection. They connect to your process, your vulnerability, your authenticity, your willingness to say, I've been through fire, and God still kept me. That's where healing begins. Not when you hide your scars, but when you let God use them as proof that He still writes beauty from ashes. You're not behind. You're being prepared. Every time you thought you were breaking, you were actually being shaped. Every delay, every closed door, every heartbreak has taught you something. Not because God caused it, but because He's faithful to use it. So stop cursing your past. Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop saying, if I had just done things differently. God knew your story from the beginning, and He still chose you, still called you, still entrusted you with a purpose. You're not a victim of your past, you're a vessel of redemption. You're not a sum of your failures, you're a testimony of grace. What the enemy tried to use to bury you, God is using to build others through you. There are people who will be set free by your story, not because it's perfect, but because it's real. There are ears that need to hear what you've walked through, hearts that will find courage in your healing, lives that will awaken when they realize if God can use someone like them, maybe He can use me too. And He can, and He will. So lift your head. Stand in the fullness of your story, not with shame but with purpose, because every moment you lived was seen by God. Every chapter has been redeemed by His hand, and everything you've walked through has prepared you to walk someone else out of what you survived. Say this with faith. My story doesn't diminish me, it prepares me. And let that truth echo louder than your regrets. If this word touched your heart, declare it in the comments. God is using my story, I won't be ashamed of it anymore. Then subscribe to the Devotional Worship channel for more words that remind you, you're not your past, you're God's work in progress, and your story is still being written, with purpose on every page.